Okay, let's do this. So it says there attachment lights. I think we'll cut that out. Put that there. We need to move on. We did battery there and lights are exactly the same. Gold reflector 1 and 2, and we'll do them. Yes, we will do them. This is going to be a long one, so we're going to do it now. I have a lot to learn on that. This will be my first time ish that I've done a user action like this. So first of all, I've found out the name of it. Wheel side plate. Gone in there. Animation started, so it plays sound, so that'll be great. I think we're going to get really elaborate when we do it, you know. There it is again, 1 and 2. We're just going to have 1 for now, I think. So we're just interested with that, because when it gets down to the truck or 1 or cargo, it just inherits from this, so all the gear is in here. So normally this would relate to something else, like there. Animation before it started. Get animation source from selection. Oh yeah. So it looks like if the server doesn't play the sound, maybe, unless that's just debug reference, I don't know, I'm not massive. Oh yeah, it ends there. Right, wheel side plate there, so that's going to be in the animation defined somewhere as well, I would imagine. Let's have a look. Wheel side plate, find all, please. Vehicles. Oh, I've searched in bloody. Just searched in bloody thingy again when I scripts. Wheel to config. There we go. So the animation source, if you use a new one, you need to add it. The way that Bohemia have put all the vehicles in one config makes our job a bastard, to be fair. It's like, in order for us to parse the other animation sources and call ours, if we want to call it other than wheel side plate, we've got to copy all that shit there that it's inherited into our new one. Otherwise, if we're going to parse it, we've got to declare that class above in brackets. We may start altering other entities within that. And sometimes you might think, well, I'll just parse them through within the brackets, but you can't, because it actually overrides the class and you end up with a wheelless base class. And that's for another day. If you get problems, it's usually related to that. So, yeah, 2-1, and there it is. So what class is this in? Is this car script or something? Perhaps? No, it's truck base, isn't it? So not too bad. Well, we are too bad because that means we would have to overwrite car script, and we're not doing that. Them animation sources there from who is it? So I'll save that, so just in case you'll start saying you didn't say that. Oh, I did. Right, I'm going to put it in the model config first. I'm going to call ours truck spur wheel plate 01. Should we call it side plate and make it a piece of piss? I think we should, to start with. We're going to do that. We're not going to have 2 of them to start with, but we are going to call them that. That means we've got nothing to do basically. I'm going to call it that. There. View side plate 1. Let's save that. That's model config. We're going to go into the model. I'm going to struggle to turn it around. Now our spare wheel, if I recall correctly, firstly is one of these edit lots. There he is. We'll go for a window view just to but that's where we need our spare wheel, isn't it? So how do we do that? Well, looks like within there we've took the plate to right. So how do we do that? Dean was saying what we do, we go and look at the slots. You bloody slot. There. Real spare P3S spare wheel. I think that's what it was, wasn't it? Excuse me. I think that's what it was, you know. That's the selection name there, what we're interested in. Okay. So we need to create a proxy in here. It needs to be the wheel there. There. We now need to view that proxy. Where it says show proxy. So we want that to rotate 90 minus on the X, is it, or Y? Neither. Seems like we need to do it on there. Okay. We'll put that. Oh, I've done it wrong. It should have been 90 itself, shouldn't it? We'll get it somewhere near, then we'll just rewind that. We'll do it 180. Same axis. There we go. Notice how looks like we swelled up the wheel a bit there, doesn't it? I don't know when or how we did that, but we did. Look at the size difference now. So we're going to take that. That's going to be wheel spare 1. We're also going to have that in our model config here. Something's bothering me a bit there. Where's wheel 1? There it is. Oh, sorry. I was getting a little bit upset with myself there because I couldn't see that. That's wheel spare 1, okay. So we'll copy that into the main log now and make some sense out of what is happening. It should be around that little stud piece there. Let's save that a minute and let's have we got Steam. You know the drill. Please open Steam so we can see if you've bought this game or you're merely contributing thousands of hours to the benefit and longevity of the game. Don't ask me why I just moved that then. No fucking idea. So that's not quite in the right spot, is it? It's not a bloody million miles off, I don't dare say. Well, it is a million miles off, isn't it? Because it's halfway through the... Problem is, it seems like at some point I've expanded the wheel because it's cutting through it a bit, isn't it? Put that there like that. Right, so what kind of plate could we have? We could twist that up perhaps, couldn't we? See that bit there? Could have that pivot upwards, couldn't we? So it... I can't move the wheel up anymore. But all this could, couldn't it? All that could, if we get away with it, move it down. A bit more. There we go. Now we can move the spare wheel down the side. It's no longer clashing up there. Much better. I thought there was like a see, I thought there was something in the middle here. I don't know what the hell's going on there, I'll be honest. Let's move that spur tire again down. Why don't we view it? There, so I'll move that down to about there so it looks a bit. Move that back up to there so it's not actually perfect. So what we're going to do, we're just going to animate that. We're going to pivot that. That's going to be alright. Please excuse me. I mean, we should move that forward towards us and then turn it up. Although that's bullshit, it is something is happening, you know what I mean? I know it's pure bullshit. Forgive my crudeness. It's Monday and I've had to do some work today, so I'm a bit grumpy. Back. Oh, I want to move that. I ain't gonna lie. I want to move that. I can move it too. I reckon about there. There. New reverse light, boys. I should make it white in colour, but I'm not gonna do now. We moved on to it. It's your homework. Right. What is it called? Can anybody remember? Wheel side plate 1. Okay. Right, I'm going to create an animation now. Have we got any translation animations we can use? Yes, we do. So it's called wheel side plate. Okay. We're going to remain on calling it that. We're even going to call that the name of the animation. The source will be wheel side plate 1 that we got from here. Animation source is that. Okay. Remember, in script it's still called the same animation. It's looking for that phase and it's getting it from here. Okay. And the model, not from the model config. But anyway, the selection is, this is naming consistency going mad. I know that, but don't you worry about it. And it's wheel side plate 1 axis. That should be note because total we say, and we want it offset on the translation by, but we'll do some calculations about that in a minute. Let's just make that axis. So an axis for a translation is 2 in the memory. I want mine to firstly move along here, and then after I'm going to turn it. So I'm going to put 1 there, take off face like there, and 1 there. That's offset note. And I'll put the axis in, which is wheel plate axis. Now, don't worry about the fact it's in the middle and not over here. It needs to be in the middle anyway. So we're perfect where we are. Okay, now just select that and it selects that. Okay, we'll save that. We'll go back to this log and see if anything happens. We may have to reload the whole thing. Or if we looking for wheel side plate in the top left there, I think it looks like we'll have to reload. Bulldozer. We'll also make sure that Dino has fucking saved the. No, he hasn't, because he's an idiot. Now it's not going to save it. There it is, talking about. Right, we'll just have to refresh the LOD again because I hadn't saved it before I just did what I just did. Apologies for messing you around, but by listening to what I'm saying you'll learn. Right, so we want to know if that wheel side plate will appear up there. Now we also need to know how much it's going to move. Not a lot, if at all. That's not moved anywhere, has it? Piece of shit. Wheel spur. Do you know why? Because it doesn't even exist yet. Wow. View. Right, box up. So all of that there is, what's the name of selection, sorry, wheel side plate 1. I'm doing a bit more complex than I need to because it just allows you to learn a bit more, shows you what you can and can't do when so I want that really to come out further than that. It looks like we could move that bit with it there as well. So we need a bit more than that. So we're going to go for 1.0. Right, I want it to do it round about 0.8 of the max value of the animation, because down here I'm going to turn it. Did he say he's going to turn it? The add-on maker is not for turning. Right, so I like it there. I'm not sure we've got clearance. It may look a bit stupid. There's something in the dimensions that you and I will always know that was never right, but we are not going to tell anybody, I'm afraid. Right, wheel side plate 1 there, there it is, that little thing there. So we'll just redefine that. Swap lots, go back in there. Yeah, now it's all moving, isn't it? It's all moving. It's a hole, isn't it? Is it just a hole, or is it me? What an idiot. Excuse me. I'll have to look at that just in case I've broke it. If that's a hole in the chassis, I can't be moving that hole about with it, can I? Really? Unfortunately it's not moving with it, is it? Don't know what I've done there. Yeah, it looks like I've done something, but not right. It's okay, it would seem. I'm gonna put it back to how it were before. Right, I need a new axis now here. Just gonna hide that a minute because I need them points there. I'll copy them, create a new load, go like that, Shift D, and just nip back here because I need that there. Here. I'm just going to call it a rot axis for rotation. Rot axis. Copy that, put it in the memory. B. Now, I might not even use them, you know, but just give me a moment. So that translation movement happens between 0 and 0.8 of the animation source code that. So what we want now is this. We need to rotate that, and we'll call that wheel side plate rot. It will still be sourced by that. Selection will still be that again. It will be on rot axis, I think we just did there, didn't we? So when something's rotating, it needs a different angle than that. It needs that. So we're going to start it at 0.8. So the minimum input there is 0.81. So it's just after that's finished. The max value is when it's finished there. Angle 1 and thingy, we will have a look now. Angle 0 is 0 because we don't want to touch it. What does that mean? We'll find out. We'll find it. Now, run around. Oh, now we're going to use the axis. Let's see what tongue and there. Nothing. Absolutely nothing's happening there, can you see? Now, is that because we haven't refreshed Bulldozer? Is it because Dean doesn't know what he's doing? Talking fantasy. He's living in a fantasy world. He's a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Sorry for going off piece. You know, it can happen to you, you know, when you're a modder. Like, take me for instance now, I'm panicking. Right, so wheel side plate rot. Right, my estimation is that does not exist. So let's have a look. Memory. Wheel side plate 1 rot axis. Oh, I'm afraid it does. There are two faces selected. Shall we try that again, mister? Oh, mister? Surely we don't need to load the model. Wheel side plate 1 is 1. It should be there at 0.8, shouldn't it? So it's not refreshing. Something's not updating here. What the hell? max value is 0.8. Offset will be 1 at 0.8. Why did I not put rotation there? That's why it's doing it. I thought I throw away potting cap. Creeping up on me. There we go. That. So we've got his angle wrong on the rotation. Don't laugh at me. So when we get to 0.8, it's reached the end, then it starts twisting. So who said that was 0.5? Actually 0.8. Don't be so ridiculous. So is this going to be an accurate representation of a thing? No, it's not. I'm going to have to do sounds and everything. It's going to be amazing. Imagine what you're going to do, because right. Can you see what's happening there? Can't you? First of all, we need a better angle than that. That's bullshit. Is it? Yeah, the axis is moved. Maybe not. No, it's not. What we're gonna do? We're gonna get wheel side plate 1. We're gonna call that axis that. Excuse me. There. We're gonna see if that moves and then turns there. All right. We will mend it, we will fix it. Name the program. Yeah, that didn't do it. That's a bit too silly. There's another way, I'll show you now. Well, it won't work for this, but I'll show you it anyway. I shall show you there anyway. There now. See where that's pivoting? It's pivoting where the axis is thinking, so ignore that. If we did rotation X and take the axis out, it's going to pivot on an X rotation based on the center of the model. It might turn the wrong way. I can't remember what X is, but I think it may be Y that we need. It will turn out to be Z. So now it's not using any axis, okay. I know it looks to be doing the exact same thing, but it's not. Or is it? Looks like X does the same thing, it's pivoting about there. So if we change, so if we actually save that and then try it, now we should get a complete here. There we go. Now what's happening is it's pivoting in a point on the model, which is about there, so that's no good. So we genuinely need an axis. We'll take that away. We'll take that away. Save that. Go into memory. Take that axis that we said there. Where is it? Something rot, isn't it? There. Move that. Move that to about there. Don't confuse it with that one. Save that off. Right. See what that gives us. There, that's much better. Now it's just there. Now you can move that axis with it. We also need to. Who said it were 8? 1.3. When I'm saying something, you're gonna have to stop interrupting me. That's what you're putting me off. I like to be fairly accurate, if you don't mind. Right, why is it doing that? it's doing it because I need to teach you what's going on here. I'm not here to make you a mechanical device that will spit a tyre out. That's your job. Is Dean Hall's or Dean Bean or Dean Hall's Beanholes a perfect representation of modelling? And he is eventually, yeah, of course he is. Is he in a tutorial? No. No, not at all. Right. Keep watching. Right. It's 1.5, which I was trying to get through to you before I was really interrupted. That offset needs to be 1.2. So if you put your faith in me, I'll reward that faith with this. Look at that. Absolutely fucking bang on. Okay. You think it needs more? You're crazy. Okay, I'll believe you. There's nothing. Sorry for waffling. You want me to put that there? You think that goes there? Like that? Think that'll make a difference? You're right. Well, I'm gonna tell you something else. Extend that to 1.4. Might be a little bit too much, what do you reckon? Let's see, shall we? So we just refresh it a minute. I don't believe that's moving because of the is it moving, do you think? I'm going to 1.6. I'm going to find out in a minute that it's never been freaking registering it, because look, it's still on that. Watch it go out now, it'll be fucking halfway down road, watch. We actually shouldn't need to do anything on the config side of this really, because it's all defined already, isn't it? And, the fact that it's a truck. There we go. It has come a lot further out of that, I promise you. Okay, right. So in view geometry here, we need something called, we'll create a box like we always fucking do. That's like all we do, isn't it, really? Create boxes. So just for now we'll call that, the slot name is going to be the same, isn't it? Find component, save. We'll need to do that in metal, so when you fire at the tyre and that's moved in fire geometry, but for now we're not going to, well, should we do anything? No, I'll just leave it for now. Right, so that's as simple as we can get at the minute. Quite nice, yeah. What we're going to do, we're just going to put that in game as it is. Doing nothing fancy in the configs, because we already, I believe we already inherit from truck base, don't we? Car script, side plate, have we got it in here? Yes, we have. So we've already inherited that shit there by copy pasta. Animation sources, as we know, we yeah, we want that spare wheel, don't we? That's what we want. Wheel spur. find it all yet? We haven't made. What do you think? We're gonna go with this, right? We're gonna make a slot up here. Big slots there. Up there. Copy past that. Slot jack wheel spare 1, much like they call theirs. Selection is wheel spare 1, everything else is the same really. I mean, that's a fucking long wind. How do they get that short in there from what they've got in the... I need to... So we're going to call ours jack spare. I need to follow that. Jack wheel instead of 22 spare 1. Okay, that's the slot name. Then under that here, VS3 spare wheel 1 is in the name. We want that here. It isn't spare wheel, it's just a jack wheel, isn't it? I'm sure. Yeah, it's just a wheel. Selection is wheel spare 1 there, and the ghost icon is exactly the same. So we need that slot there, adding to the attachments that they can take in the wheel there. So that wheel can go into that slot too. The ruined wheel will go in by default. Where we find something that looks like that down in the attachments, we can also add that. Find it in the proxy there. Add that, which means it's allowed to carry that. I'll just be sure that the attachments we're adding it to here is in just the truck there. So it carries that. Now in the model itself we need wheel spare 1, don't we? Now do we have we already did that a minute ago, sorry, I'm getting on a bit. I'm a bit bloody old for this. We've got it in the proxy. You can put that further away because it's not to do with the truck. We've got an attachment, we need it in the UI, don't we? So does it go on the chassis, the spare? It does, doesn't it? Oh, it's on the body, I'm thinking. It's called jack something or other, isn't it? I don't remember what the attachment slot's called. Jack's wheel spare 1. Body. Yeah, so we're gonna have it in the. We don't need a truck hood where we're going. Oh, it's on the body, isn't it? Or is it on the chassis? I think it's on the fucking chassis. Or chassis. Right, let's just bin that and see if there's any errors. Nope, because Dino's perfect, obviously. let's bin that, let's get in, let's have a giggle. I'll tell you what isn't there, let's not bin it just yet. I suspect in the view geometry here, that there is called side plate. I think we also need that proxy there. I think we need to call that wheel spare one there. But we need also, this is a pisser really, we need to copy that, paste it, move it back here a bit, or like that. Maybe just shrink it a little bit. That needs to be called that's that, yeah. That needs to be called that. Copy that into the view geometry. Delete the edit log. Save it. So I don't know why I've saved it. Structure topology find components because we just created a new one. Save that, bin it, and I'll see you on the server. So it'll take me a while. Oh, you don't have curve, it's going to take me a while, you won't know about it, will you? Okay, we are in. Manipulate. Oh, now we can take the spur wheel off and attach it, and we're on a server. Can we manipulate anymore or not? Yeah. Fucking hell, we're good. Wow, let's just turn sound up. Did we get a... have to make a sound the exact same length, don't we, or something? Watch your ears if you're on headphones. I have no idea what's going to happen. Fucking hell, we're good. So what we want to do is see, the manipulate is long. Take the wheel off, which isn't activated because of the script. Can manipulate spare wheel as long as wheel side plate 1 equals 1.0. Okay. It's unusual to have it equal because this engine's not very accurate. It's usually greater than 0.9 or something. Anyway. Like that. So that, now when that activates, if we go a bit closer, we need to. So we could adjust the position of those. I mean, look at this. Now that that's like that, we can actually take the wheel off. That's how good we are. I mean, we're not bragging or anything, but well, we are. We've got every right to, isn't it? Let's have some new lights. Reverse lights that are red. When I do them white, you do your own light. Don't look at me. Still need to do the wheel at the front. Yeah, nice try. Because you know what that diff, it's a monster, isn't it? It'll climb any mountain. What we did was brief insight differential. Sorry, it's not to do what we're doing. We did that ratio down to 1.5, didn't we there? Ratio there is at 4. So I'm not sure which way up or down. It's going to get us a bit more longer in the tooth in the gear. We could do it on the gearbox there, but to be honest with you, I mean, that is very high. it's usually down at 3 to start, then 2, then. But I think in this case it's that ratio there that's giving us that high ratio at allowing us to climb any mountain. Okay, so yeah, I mean, how elaborate can you get yours? So I think perhaps if we moved that down there, I wonder if that'll make it easier or better. It's by putting it there and then turning it around. Now if we want that to appear in somewhere else, we shift D in memory there. I think if we move that memory point up here, it should appear up there. If we get the what's it called, wheel side plate there, that'll remain. We want that down here, don't we? I wonder if that over there and that'll be up there. Let's see just with that. See you in game, and believe me, it takes a long fucking time. Okay, we're back. I had to respawn because when I spawned in, something killed me. Like the truck was on top of me or something. Typical Daisy. Right, we've got that spur there. So we've got that manipulates there now, so we can't undo the tyre. Wow, when did we move that tyre? We didn't move it. Oh yeah, can you see how the attach is now up top? And then the manipulator is off to the sides, because what's happening is it's clashing with the geometry of the tyre. It gets activated. So we look at that. Where did we move that? We moved that box to there. I thought we. I like that little manipulator. I don't know why I would have had to move that tyre again like that. Wow, that's fucked it up there, isn't it? Look at that. You see how it's twisted there? What did I do? I really messed up there when I moved that, didn't I? And when I moved that memory point, I didn't copy the axis or something stupid there. I think I better put them back. They were working back before, weren't they? It's now like I can't even see it, can I? That manipulates there. Proper shit out, isn't it? Look at that. Like it's back on that rotation X. Anyway, you get the gist. Let me just move those back because it was working quite alright before. Until somebody. I think I suggest what's happening is, can you see that there? Because I moved that, that's now part of the manipulate thing, so I'm just going to delete that out there. I didn't mean to delete what I just deleted. That there, so I meant to delete. Right, go in here now. Should rotate properly again now. Yeah, by moving that, it changed the whole size of wheeled side plate. It may still even be that box as well. We'll find out. Yeah, look at that. Crazy, isn't it, how you make one decision to do something. I think the best thing for me to do is go here. Yeah, put that back where it all were. Yeah, about there. Better thing to do is save that back there. Don't fuck with it once you know it's working. So yeah, that'll show after we've done that. Nice one. So that is our own little, what do you call it now? Can you see, because we call that side plate 1 slot there, it moves with the animation. Where is it? Very good, very good. That there doesn't activate until that's at 1, as we know. Right, that's it for speciality little attachments like spare wheel. Love it. So you can have that as complex as you want, and then when we get onto sounds, you can actually have where is it? So you can actually have that. Put your own sound in there. I mean, right now, what do you want to do? Shall we change that sound? Let's find out where that is. Let's just find out where that is. And near it will be something similar, won't it? Let's close side plate, on key sound set, key off. That'll just be a on it. Lights, drive, get in. It's not like a fucking horn, don't it? There, truck sound set. Where were we at there? Truck one set, and then what else can we? Horns, short sound set, so 2 horn sound. But you can make your own. I can make my own, and I'll teach you how to do it, don't worry. So let's save that off, and I'll see you in game, and we'll test that I've fixed all that shit back. So that broken mess that I created just then. See you in game again. Okay, we're back in the game. It took so long I can't remember what we fucking did. Well, we broke that anyway, didn't we? So that's the oh shit, it goes on for a bit, doesn't it? So the manipulate's up here, isn't it, in the corner? Like someone's steering your wheel, isn't it? It's telling you. Oh, it's a good size then. In first person, you're fucked, aren't you? Really? Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. So we can't take the wheel off when that's down. That's good. So can we attach that wheel? No. Can we do it that way? Nope. So we manipulate that back up. Yes. We're fucking good, boys. boys and girls. Just one problem at the minute, we need to sort out. Major dickage. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Get away. I think that's the game, you know. We're going to investigate that in the next movie. I've got to get me tea. Listen, thanks for watching. That's how you create a user action using existing. We need to do our own. So we're going to do that in the next video. I think we're going to make this a two-parter. One vanilla, which is this. This is actual truck. No, that's not a truck. Get our truck out. I think ours is just it's the weight of the object, I think. We're gonna do it properly. Just take a wheel off that buzzard there. He's alright about that, isn't he? So let's take that one off. He's not alright about that, but he's a bit better about it. I think what's happening is it's the geometry clashing. Yeah, it's just the glitchy moly. We're not far off whatever it is, are we? I suggest we find out whose idea it was to make that sound like a fucking horn, because we need to ban them quickly. The other thing is the rotation flags on that. Alright, right. You see how that's there and that's there. We'll show you that as well in another hotfix. Like I said at the end, we'll do some hotfix videos and all that's happening there. You have to be careful because it needs to be right in your hands too, so it needs to be right on the vehicle. But it's all related to come on then. That there. Rotation flags. It's how much it rotates when you put it. I think it's on the ground or in your hands, etc. Once it's in a proxy, but we have to be careful. I think it must be on the ground. If you're in a proxy, it's going to turn the wheel round on the truck. So yeah, we'll investigate lots of things like that. We'll add that to the roadmap. Okay, we're not going to shit out on things like that. Attachment part A vanilla and part B original. Example to match wheel plate. There we go. Right, my tea. Right, I will see you all soon. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. Bye bye for now.